Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to the RC Retro channel. Thanks for checking out my video. Now that I finally finished building my Super Astute re-release, I thought it would be a perfect opportunity to do a video comparing the Astute to the Super Astute and discuss how Tamiya rectified the shortfalls of the Astute in order to make the Super Astute a more race competitive buggy. So obviously on the left is my Super Astute, and in the center is a new never ran original Astute, and to the right of it is an Astute runner that I featured in one of my previous videos. Now in my opinion, the Astute aesthetically is one of the best looking buggies, but it's also one of the most fragile. One of the biggest issues with the Astute was the front bulkhead. Its poor design put all the load on the bulkhead, and when the car would come down from a jump, all that added pressure would lead to the bulkhead snapping. So to resolve this, Tamiya added a front brace to the Super Astute to give it added support. Interestingly enough, with the Astute, Tamiya realized that the rear arms were weak and would often easily break. So eventually, in what became known as the second release phase of the Astute, Tamiya added a reinforced brace to the rear arms. So for the Super Astute, Tamiya decided to go with an entirely new design, which proved to be stronger, lighter, it did not bend, and improved the responsiveness of the buggy. In addition to the front end, another small difference was that the Super Astute used 3mm rods for the upper arms, whereas the Astute used 4mm rods. Moving to the middle of the buggy, the Astute had its battery running across the middle of the car. So to give the Super Astute a more even weight distribution, Tamiya designed the buggy to have the battery running longitudinally down the center. Now the Astute rear knuckles and hubs are interesting. While the idea behind them was to allow you to adjust toe in or toe out, the hub and knuckles were fragile and of course would often break. Now the Super Astute uses only a rear hub, which can also allow for toe in and toe out, but it also had another feature. These hubs included spacers that allowed you to change the length of the car. Finally, the big improvement from one buggy to the other was that the Super Astute got a slip differential to fix the shortfalls of the ball differential in the Astute. Known as the TTC system, or Tamiya Traction Control, this single-disc clutch system was very similar to that of Team Associated's and allowed you to adjust your buggy's transmission to the different conditions of the track.